everyone and welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia and in today's clip we're gonna be discussing one product only. And if you saw my previous episode, you would know is none other than the very well discussed Laneige Lip Sleeping Masks. As always, we have 5 pillars to rate the product on, and those are packaging, formulation, versatility, compactness, and price point. Now let's see how these bad boys apply onto my lips. I own 4 different flavors when it comes to the lip mask, and the first one that is actually entirely empty is the vanilla one. Then we have chocolate that I'm halfway through it, and this one has an actual tint to it. Then we have berry, and I wasn't expecting much of a tint, but I actually think it has a rosy tint. Then last but certainly not least, the bubble tea one. This one is more like the vanilla one, doesn't have any tint whatsoever. Now that we saw all of them, how they kind of look like onto the lips, let's jump into the rating system. Starting off with the packaging, as we can see, this lip mask comes in a box containing a spatula as well as the actual product, and I lost the spatula, which is something that I'm actually gonna highlight. In this day and age, I saw so many variations of a packaging with a spatula that has it magnetically attached to the packaging. So it is a bit disappointing that we don't see that into this packaging. Except that, however, this is a sturdy component. I really love the way it looks. It always matches the inside of the lip mask or like the scent of it and so on and so forth. But because I never use the spatula, unfortunately, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 just because Laneige. I hope at some point in this life you're gonna attach somehow that spatula onto the packaging with a magnet. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but please do it. It's so sad. When it comes to the formula, listen, we have a bit of a chat to do here. I have been through an entire jar of Laneige lip mask. If that doesn't say enough about how I feel when it comes to the formulation and the fact that I hold 3 extra jars, I don't know what else. I mean, actually, I should hold an extra jar because these 2 are empty fully. You don't even have to use it only at your nighttime routine. I use it morning and night, or whenever I feel my lips need a pick-me-up. So besides the fact that it comes into a multitude of scents and colors, every single one has the same formula. It is so nourishing. It is divine on your lips. So guess what's gonna be the rating on this? Obviously a 5 out of 5. I love this formula. It is truly my go-to. Again, been through 2 jars actually. This emptiness and half emptiness of this, it makes it a jar and an extra one. When it comes to versatility, I am actually taking off this Laneige lip mask to apply a lip liner so you can see how versatile the lip masks are. You don't actually have to use them just as a lip treatment. You can actually use them as a topper for a lip liner and a gloss type of a day, because you know we all do that. At least I do, and I'm sure you do as well, because if you're on Instagram and TikTok, you do see that combo done very often. I'm actually really enjoying the berry one, so I'm gonna apply it. And so look at that lip combo. It is really versatile, so you actually get a 2-in-1. It doesn't have to be used on a nighttime basis, even though they do claim that. I think they claim it because you do wake up in the morning with this kind of like veil of product onto your lips, and when you take it off, you literally have the juiciest, plumpest, most hydrated lips ever. And so they do recommend it at nighttime. However, I do recommend it day and night and morning and out and about. Obviously, the only kind of like downside is you have to scoop it out with spatula if you're on the go out there, you know, with the germs and everything. But that would be just like a downside. It is a 5 out of 5. I use these ones so often. Seriously, I'm truly in love. When it comes to being compact friendly, obviously I have a mini version in here and I have a massive jar in here. So this comes in a 20 gram of quantity, while the mini one comes into an 8 gram. Therefore, you can pick it up even at 20 grams on your holiday. I don't think it's extremely bulky. It is a bit bulky, but to a point where it is not that damaging to your liquid bag. I'm also thinking about like carry-on, not just like travel bag. But at the same time, obviously because it doesn't come in a squeezy tube, it is a bit harder to use on the go. And so just to be honest with the rating, although I really love this product, it ain't necessarily the most travel and compact friendly it is, but it ain't as travel friendly as it could be. Obviously I know they have the range of a squeezy one, but I don't necessarily like want to rate it based on that. I want to say it's a 4 out of 5 because it is compact, you can take it with you, it just is not that hygienic. Sometimes I do sacrifice this one over a different brand just because that one comes in a squeezy tube. And so here I am actually giving it a 4 out of 5. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but technically I'm also comparing you based on the fact that I do use it every morning, day, night, whenever. But you also have a negative from the fact that you're not that hygienic and you might be compact, you're not necessarily travel friendly. We are left with price point, which I really did think it through. Listen, it is 21 pounds. If you go like I did in Hong Kong, so in Asian places, because one of my friends also went to Japan, you can find this guy for 6 pounds. So obviously that's not the case with these guys. I paid full price, 21 pounds. And so what can I say about the price point? It is expensive, listen, but I've been through an entire jar of this guy. I will never forget hunting down the vanilla scent. I actually bought it from Romania because it was unavailable in the UK. It had a journey to a point where I'm like grateful because it is empty. For 21 pounds, it lasted me more than a year. A very long time until I managed to actually scrape it. And trust me, I used it. Like I said, not just at evening, I use it pretty much whenever I feel like it and I have it at hand. So 21 pounds is not that expensive given how long it lasted me, guys. I'm sorry, but it is indeed worth 21 pounds. A 5 out of 5 when it comes to the price point. I said it, okay, but you do go through this in a very lengthy amount of time, even when you use it religiously. Except if you're a makeup artist, because I actually had the conversation with the makeup artist and they were like saying, obviously I'm gonna go through this like in weeks. And obviously that's a case when you use it on clients, but obviously with this product, I feel it's more like a personal product. I'm looking at it that way at least. So I am rating the price point based on a more kind of like consumer basis, not like a makeup artist working place. Not this time because it's skincare. I feel I'm just looking at it a bit differently. And its rating comes to a total of 4.6, which is huge. I would definitely buy it. I mean, I already did. I love this product so much. I think the hype is extremely real. I don't think you need anything else. I would dare to say, stop trying finding dupes, stop trying finding alternatives. Just buy the real goddamn thing because for once it is actually worth it. I've tried dupes, I've tried similar products. I'm not saying there are not other products that could do the same thing, but I'm coming back to it. Listen, 1.5 used through and through. What more proof do you need? It's a bit sad that it wasn't like a 5 to the dot, but I think it would have been if it wasn't for the spatula. But still, massive rating, hence why I actually have 4 of them. Now it's time to guess what product am I gonna test out next time. Let me know in the comments down below.